Hello to you. Hope you're doing good. Hope you're fine. Hope you're having an amazing week. This is still the hangout session, and you're hanging out with the boys. Yes, I want to say a big thank you to you for your love, for your support, for the comments. They have been amazing. May God bless you. And for those of you wondering how you can be a part of the show, you can always subscribe to my channel and get more updates as the show unfolds. And you can also send me a voice note via WhatsApp. I'll drop my WhatsApp number shortly. Yes, in case you're wondering how you can send me a voice note via WhatsApp, you can always send it to 0909 369 3300. That's 0909 0909 369 3300. Yes. Let's have fun with the hanger session. Let's have fun in the hanger session. And let's talk to one another because today promises to be amazing. So if you're not listening to this podcast today, I'm sorry, you're gonna miss a whole lot of stuff that have been packaged, branded, and delivered to you. So let's say stay safe, let's be together, let's show love as we go on the ride today, because this is the amazing hangout session. Yes, I'm so happy, and I want you to be happy too, because today it's like a breath. Today I have this feeling of the breath of fresh air. That's I don't know, and I want you guys also to feel it too. That you can only stay happy when you choose to be happy. Yeah, this is still the continuation of the quote is essential, and let's enjoy the ride. I've given you some comments I've gotten so far, and I want to say thank you to you all for the comments. And let's learn from one another. Let's be one another's keeper as we enjoy the ride. So I'm going straight up to the comments I've gotten. Let's just pay attention and learn from a friend.
Hello, Felix. Let me start by congratulating you that you have not given up. I pray and I hope that you continue to be strengthened, that you not be deterred, but that you, according to what you said, in encouraging others, that you others, that you others, that you yourself will be encouraged by those words which you have spoken. I'm sorry that I haven't been active for quite some time. It has been a little bit difficult, but it's not something that is not insurmountable. And so I'm glad that I could be back here this evening, and that from now on I'll try my best not to stay off this long again. I remember sometime I called the attention to the fact that there were 4 subscribers, and that the 4 will become 4 million. I need to put my faith where my mouth is. And it's one of the things that kept on hitting me, that the excuses I thought I had were actually not genuine. So I'm very sorry, and I promise by God's grace that I will not be off for too long again. And so let me comment on what you are listening to just now. The Father's Day, yes. I greeted some people, and they asked me that, they complained that they were not fathers. And so the first question I asked them, well, maybe 2 or 3 of them, is that, are you virgins? 2 of them said no, 1 said yes. I said, well, if you are not virgins, then it is presumed that you had fathered. You could have fathered some kids, so don't tell me that you can't be greeted fathers. And so the other gentleman that said he was a virgin, and I asked him that, has he ever played the role of caring or being concerned about some people? And he said yes. So I said, how do you define that? He immediately got the point and said, yes, I accept your greeting of Happy Father's Day. And that brings me to what you yourself said, that being a father does not mean that you have only biological children. You're not, it's not only when you have biological children that you have children. There are many children in homes that need the care and comfort that you can provide. A lot of people stay without children for 10 years, for 15, for 20 years. In the process, they start going to places where they ought not to go to. There have been very terrible stories that have been going around. And I always say to myself, if only these people could have taken a child from one of the homes around, eventually when they get their own biological children, they will not have gone into all the things that they were delving their hands into. And so I'd like to encourage everybody that's listening to me that do not think it's only your biological children that are your children. Some in-laws could be very funny. They could be adamant, but you have your life to live. I pray that love will exist between you and your husband, and that you take very good advantage of that, and that the Lord will bless your home. And then you encouraged us about not sitting down in one place and be looking up into the skies to be innovative. Yes, that is the era that we are virtually translating into now. And it's only people that think. Don't let yourselves be overwhelmed with the challenges that COVID-19 has posed to us. Take your time and think. My cousin was discussing with me earlier on today that he went out to do some business. He's in the US. It's an idea that has just been brought up. Some people who would not want to go out to the shops would give. There's a company that has computerized it. You paint the company, you tell them what you want, and then they, like Uber, they have gotten some workers who will now do this. They'll be communicating with the person that wants to buy those goods to be sure that it's what they want. Now that's a beautiful idea. And I was discussing with him that it's very likely that it is someone who probably has worked in one of those homes before, because his wife works in such a home where they cater for the aged. But their own workers will actually go back and buy things for them. So I said it's very likely that it is somebody who was working there before, probably sacked or retrained, who now sat down and decided that, well, this idea of buying things for elderly people and those who are not in a position to do it, these people cannot take care of all of them. So why don't there be a software that will take care of that? And that's what has just happened. Well, I don't know for how long it's been, but I know it's likely to be this year. And so that's why we too need to be thinking. Let's be thinking. I'm sure there are many challenges that have solutions, or are begging for solutions. And that's why, rather than be wasting our time partying, getting to bad company, using substances, let us sit down and think. Let us sit down and think, and those ideas will come. And so, I would like to encourage everybody that might be listening to me this evening, I don't want to talk too much. Let us make the best use of the circumstances that we have found ourselves in. Let us look for challenges that are begging for solutions, and let us think of those solutions. And I'm sure if we are not able to complete the solutions by ourselves, we'll find some people who are in a position to grant us the solution. And if you are in need of someone to talk with, please talk with Felix. Can I assure you that he will speak with people that he will think and probably know of pairing you up with someone that might be able to be of assistance with you. Thank you very much for your time. And Felix, thank you. I pray that things will work out for you too,
Amen.
by God's grace. Thank you.
Amen. Thank you so very much for the prayers. Thank you for the love and support. Yes, let's think in this era. There are various challenges, like I said, that need solutions. So let's think. Let's try to be ahead of others without hotlines. And also, I'll be giving you tips on how we can also forge ahead in this post-corona era. How we can also um, be a better person, improve our standard of living, The first tip I have on me here is that we should be ready to learn. We should be ready to learn. It's when you learn, it's when you seek for knowledge, when you seek after knowledge that you will be forced to think and find new sources and ways to get that knowledge. We should open our hearts to new things. Let's learn and unlearn those things that we think might work. Because as the world is evolving, some things are changing. So some patterns of thought line, some things we think was better, is slowly fading out. So let's try to unlearn some certain things while we learn. And also, let's be open to new ideas. Yes, let's open our heart to new ideas, new innovation are coming out daily. And this is because a lot of people have decided to open their hearts to see different ways how a single idea can function better. Different ways to ease communication is now available. Different ways, different methods where people have decided to open your heart to new ways and ideas of doing things. And there's one thing about new ideas. Not everybody will want to support you. Not everybody will give you the support you're thinking you want. Even from those close click, from your friends, don't expect them to give you the full support you think you will get. But as you keep on forging ahead, as you keep on striving, you discover that yes, some persons outside will take an interest in what you're doing, and then from there, the support start coming even from those people you don't expect. Now later on, when what you're doing becomes successful, that's when your friends begin to say, "Oh wow, he's our friend." That's when they begin to want to get themselves acquainted to you. So don't even give up, even if what you're doing is not supported by people around you. That's the way it has always been. So you're not the first person to be experiencing what you're experiencing, but rather find support in yourself. Find a need to always forge ahead, and that way you have a better standard of living for yourself. And also be ready to take the risk. Yes, if you're scared of doing things, if you're scared of trying out new things, I'm sorry, you might end up not doing anything at all. So be ready to take the risk. It's not certain that whatever you do, you become successful at it. But trust me, whatever you keep on doing consistently, you surely break even. That's just the way I say it. But if you do it and you stop because of setback, because of disappointment, then that's when you failed. But when you do it and you keep on striving to do it better, trust me, just trust me, you'll break even. And lastly, before I go, I want you to know that there are solutions to every problems, and the problems might not be the solution itself. Look at the problem, and that way you can get a solution out of it. So whatever you might be going through, don't look too far for a solution. Look into the problem, just right there. In the problem, you have a solution. So until I come your way next time, have a wonderful day. Have a wonderful week ahead. And do stay safe. COVID-19 is real. Let's stay safe, let's wash our hands, and let's have an amazing week ahead. Bye-bye.